Hi guys, welcome back to another Dose of Beauty video. Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Valentine's Day series. This series is gonna consist of another Valentine's Day makeup look, and I have a special guest who's never been on my channel before, and this is my sister Alejandra. She will be sitting here where I am sitting now, and she will be my model. I have this look that I have in mind, and it is of course Instagram inspired again, just like my first one. And you guys will be seeing a little bit of what I am going to create. She's never been on my channel before, so we will do some questions so you guys can just see a little bit of what, you know, who she is, what she does, and you know, all those little goody details. Other than that, let's get this video started. Oh, this is my sister Alex.
Hello everyone, excuse my presence, but my sister wanted me to do this video with her. So I literally just got out the shower. I wasn't allowed to do anything to my hair, to my face.
You can't.
So I am here being her model today.
Yes, guys, you guys have no idea how long it took me to... It didn't take me that long to convince her, but I mean, she always loves a full face for free and like for entertainment, so I'll go ahead and do it even though we're not going anywhere. So what we are going to be doing, she did her eyebrows off camera, so we are just gonna go ahead and put on, we're actually gonna, since I like to do the eyes first, so we're gonna go ahead and do her eyeshadow, and this is going to be a winged eyeshadow look. So for this specific look, we are going to use the tape so I can más o menos guide myself. Okay.
Her Spanglish.
My Spanglish part 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go ahead and ask you some questions. So Alex,
I go by Alex, by the way.
She goes by Alex, yeah.
Her introduction was like, oh, my sister Alejandra, and then she's like, Alex.
My sister goes by Alex or Ale or Nana.
Oh yeah, that's from my nephew, my godson. I'm her nana for everything.
So how old are you?
I am 31 years old, and my birthday is coming up, by the way.
It's your birthday month,
It is my birthday month.
Which is why I wanted to do this look, because I'm just like, oh, yes. You know, I'll just go ahead and give her something.
And I didn't want to share, guys. My sister's being so cute. She's doing this 23. Well,
yes!
my birthday's on February 23rd, so she's doing this 23 day countdown where she's giving me some sort of gift or surprise every single day. So far, today is day 6, and she has filled 1 day, but it's okay.
Because you're home. You're not at work. So, what do you do for a living?
I am a branch manager of a financial institution. I have been working there for about, I'm going to say 7 years now. I graduated from San Leandro High back in 2008, and that's when I actually started the financial institution. I've been working for 2 separate ones. 6 years in one, and I think 7 years, or going on maybe 6 in the other one. So yeah, that's what I do.
What made you go into the financial institution?
I don't think it was just like a choice. I was just trying to get a stable job, or a more secure job, because I used to work at a Walgreens before. So while I was in college, I just wanted a job to where I can actually work and still have some time to do my school. So since the bank was Monday through Saturday only, I knew Sundays for sure I was going to have time to do homework. But either way, like, it was just still hard because I was always pretty much a full-time employee. Mm-hmm. And I went to school full-time as well. So it was just hard. It was very hard. I really didn't have a life. All I did was wake up early, go to school. I would take my clothes for work and put it in my bag. And then I would change when I got out of class, and I would go straight to work after that. I would grab something to eat on my way to work, and that's where my bad like health eating like became, and that's when I gained so much weight. But so I would say to students, if you are a full-time worker and you are also a full-time student, to make sure that you plan out so that way you win in both areas, which is school and your health. Because yeah, my eating was terrible. It was fast food all the time, junk all the time, and it's. I mean, I understand it's hard, but at the same time, we have to look forward to our health because that's what's gonna get us somewhere.
When did you realize that you had gained so much weight?
I actually took a break. Once I took a break from school, that's when I realized I had gained so much weight. And obviously having a Mexican dad, my dad was very, very honest. My dad's very honest all the time. Very, very honest. And he was the one that would tell me that I looked fat. He has no filter. That's our dad. But we love him though. He's very honest like that. He's cool like that. So I started... I want to say I didn't want to start my health journey like I wanted to, because I did clean up my eating a lot, but then the only thing I would do was cardio. So yes, I did lose a lot of weight, but then I started looking scrawny skinny, and that's not where I really wanted to be or do. But I managed to lose 50 pounds when I did all my cardio and just healthy eating. So by all means, healthy eating is one of the major things we have to focus on.
What is your fitness journey now? Like, how did you keep up? Did you keep up? Did you fall off? Are you still working on a certain goal that you want to look, or is this what are your body goals? Like, is this it, or?
No, this isn't it. I've fallen off, I mean, many times. Like anybody who has a journey like that has done. But it's just, what matters is just picking yourself up. Your body is just amazing. Like it shows you so many different things that you can do. Once I did all my cardio, like I told you guys, I was pretty much like a scrawny, skinny person. After that, I actually gained a little bit of weight, but that's when I actually started going to the gym, just because from a lot of feedback that I had received is if you just want to tone up and basically just tone up, build some muscle, like you're gonna have to incorporate weights no matter what. And no, you're not gonna look like a man, because that was one of the myths that I always had. That if you did weights, you were going to look like a man. But to be honest with you, it's actually, I love it. I just love it so much to be able to lift weights, to be able to like set myself a goal and move up from that goal. Obviously, it's been harder now since the gyms are all closed. And I have gained weight from the start of the pandemic till now. But I've been trying to do home workout videos. I actually just gifted myself like a whole bench with weights for my birthday, just because it took me such a long time to lose the 50 pounds that now I'm just like, I don't want to gain them back up. I think that my fittest, I was actually 2 years ago when I went to Jamaica. Because at that time I was already in the gym, I was already lifting weights. But that, I would say that has definitely been, I just want to continue that. It gives me so much peace, because it benefits your health, your stress, so much. Just makes you have a better day. Like I used to be that person that used to wake up at 5 in the morning to go to the gym 5 days a week. Or 6 in the morning. I would love to get my workout in before I went to work. But now it's hard. I don't want to get up.
Yeah, it's hard to do it.
It's so hard. But consistency is a key, so we just got to start all over again.
What are your hobbies?
The gym, working out.
But right now, because of COVID.
Well, I don't have no hobbies. I think COVID. To be honest, I don't think I've ever had hobbies. Because the only thing that I've always done was school, work, When I didn't do school, I was doing work in gym. And that has been till this day. And now it's just home workouts and work. That's pretty much it. We don't go nowhere. We can't go nowhere.
What was it like being the first child in a Mexican household?
Oh my God, that question. That question, I could assume any oldest sibling would answer. You're literally the parent to the rest of your siblings. I am the oldest. We have a brother in the middle between us. But it's hard because it's a lot of pressure as the oldest to do things for your siblings, for your younger siblings. I remember you were like 1 and we're like 8 years apart or so. By the time I was 8 or 9, I was already babysitting her during summer. There were some summers though that our parents would take us, well, me and my brother, since we were a little bit older than Denise, they would take us out to work in the field. So I know what it's like to pick apples. I know what it's like to pick cherries. I know what it's like to pick nectarines. Because that's what we used to do in the summer. If there was some of the owners who didn't like when the parents would take their kids, so it would depend, and that's when I would have to babysit my brother and my sister.
So a little bit of, you're probably thinking like, oh, where did you ever have to field work? So we didn't grow up here. We were born, well, my sister was born here in California in Santa Rosa, and then my parents moved back to Washington, and that's where me and my brother were born. So we're actually from Washington State. And over there isn't a lot of opportunity like there is here in California. So people over there make a living off of working in the fields, picking fruit out and stuff. So like a major of our production comes from Washington just because of the fruits. So they have the benefit of having all the fruits like cherries. There's their seasons. They have pears, apples, cherries, nectarines, peaches.
By far the hardest though out of all those fruits, it's the pears and the apples. Cause you wear this like bag. It's basically like a bag with like a how would you say it? How would you describe it? You would basically it's a big long bag, and you would have to wear it like that with the straps. So when you're picking like this, and then it has little ropes to where you can make the bag a little bit bigger. Once it's all filled up, then you would go and you would dump it in a bigger container. And that's what you would be doing. You were going upstairs. You would be climbing using a ladder to get the fruit from higher up in the trees. Obviously, as kids, they wouldn't let us get on the ladder, but they would have us pick the fruit that was at our reach.
Now, would you work and go to school?
This was only the summer.
Okay.
This was only the summer because I never did summer school.
Okay.
Because my parents always took us to work during the summer. But no, when the school year started, we were just solely in school. I mean, we were small elementary kids to middle school kids. Yeah.
How was moving to California for you?
At first, I hated it. Because I didn't know any other place but Washington. I was like 1 when we moved to Washington, and by the time I got here, you were 1. I mean, sorry. I was 1.
You were not 1. Oh, when we moved to Washington, because you lived here first.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah, my parents moved to Washington, I was around 1, so obviously I didn't know much. But when we moved to California, I was starting high school. So that's why I hated it, because I had left all my friends, all my family back in Washington, and I didn't know anybody here. So at first I really didn't like it. I always wanted to go back home. But now I think about it, and I think that was like the biggest blessing that could have ever occurred. We went ahead and we finished her eye look. This isn't the finished look of the eyes, because it doesn't have the crystals yet, but this is as far as we have. We're going to do the rest of the face, and I'm not going to fast forward. I'll probably fast forward to some of it,
just because we're gonna go over her makeup routine, which is a little way different than mine. And while we do that, we are going to keep asking her some questions. Now, she uses the YSL foundation. We see you work in a financial institution. She can afford a YSL.
Most embarrassing
What
moment?
was your most embarrassing moment? Oh, sorry.
Oh my god. And the first one that comes into my mind is literally the worst one.
So which one is it? You don't have to use the names. How many pumps do you use?
2.
Oh. Actually, let me spray some of this first on you. Close your eyes.
Poof, that was cold.
Sorry.
I'm in a relationship. So we went out to this party, this boat party. Yes, that was the most embarrassing moment ever. I'm still in the same relationship though. So I had gone to work that day. I was so busy at work. I didn't have much to eat. And we went to this boat party with one of my friends, and I invited obviously my boyfriend. So we went and we were drinking, we were having the time of our lives. And then I suddenly do not remember everything. I remember only bits and pieces. I lost my purse that had my car keys. And I had driven to where this boat party was at, which was in San Francisco. I lost my purse when I went to the bathroom. I don't remember going to the bathroom, but I know I lost it there. And I drank so much to where I got so drunk. When everything was over, I remember we were walking back to my car. I was so drunk. My boyfriend's, he had his backpack that he had taken and he left it in my car. Basically, they busted my back window, or was it my front window?
No, it was a passenger or the back one. No, it was a back one where his backpack was at.
Yeah, so they busted that. They basically broke into my car, and took his bag. And mind you, this bag contains his like daily stuff that he uses every single day. Headphones, shoes. I mean, you name it, it's in there. So, and then to top it off, I started throwing up. I just started throwing up inside my car, like just nonstop. And it was just the most embarrassing thing. And this was when we actually had first started dating. This was one of like our couple dates. I still remember, and I'm getting embarrassed right now just talking about it.
You're so funny.
Like, that had never, ever occurred to me in my life.
It never happened to her with the guy, like, with the guy that she's dating. It has never happened to her. And I remember that night. I still remember because your friend brought you to the house.
Yeah.
And
they literally carried me inside the house.
And they woke me up, and they were like, hey, like, your sister had a few drinks. And I said, and then they literally walked her inside the room, and I literally had to like take over from there. So I like dressed her in her pajamas, and I took off her makeup, and bam. And then I remember the next day, you're like, what do I do? She's like, what should I text him? Because keep in mind, my sister, yeah, she's all pretty and she's nice and shit, but she can be petty and she can be bitter. Like, she has this side, she's like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, no, I don't want, like, she's at the, whatever, like, she has her stages where she's like, she can be super nonchalant. So then she was like, dude, she's like, can you like tell me what to text him since you're so, like, so sincere, you speak out of your heart? And then I'm like, girl, all you gotta do is like literally just apologize, because she'll just be like, if something is wrong, she'll just be like, she'll take fault for it and she'll say I'm sorry. Versus me, I'll say I'm sorry, and then I'll like add like so much stuff to it, you know, to make the message seem nice and sincere. And she says, since you like to write all that extra stuff, can you go ahead and like let me know? And I found it so cute how she was like coming to me for help. Like, since she's the oldest, I always go for her for help. But her coming to me, I was like, let me put my expertise in.
Yeah, but to this day, that has legit been the most embarrassing moment I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah. I had never done that in front of... I don't think I've ever been like that. Like, I've never gotten that drunk before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
like to the point where I don't remember certain bits and pieces, but especially with like, and you know, like in a relationship, or not in a relationship, just when you first start dating a person, like that's definitely one thing that you're like, yeah, you don't know how to hold your alcohol, so I'll see you later.
I know, I was actually kind of scared for her because I was like, oh, what if he dumps her? What if he dumps her? But nah, he was super cool. He's still in the picture. Still in the picture today, 3 years later. What is your biggest fear?
Death. My loved ones dying.
Okay.
Like that legit is my biggest fear. I don't know how I would take the death of, like, for example, like a parent,
Yeah.
a sibling, because I've never been through that. The closest thing and the hardest thing that I'd say I had to deal with was the death of my our grandfather, but I mean that's like the closest to where it did hurt a lot because he meant so much in our lives, but I don't know how I would react to the death of a parent or a sibling.
When have you felt the most proud?
I want to say probably now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just because like with all this COVID stuff, like my parents not having caught COVID and them being able to be like literally in their retirement home without having to worry about paying any type of bills, like without, you know,
that is
like,
a big one.
Yeah, that is that. I think that is my proudest moment because if they wouldn't have taught me to be the way that I am and to like strive or work as hard as I do, like I don't think that would have been possible. Like I would have still been relying on it. Yeah, so I think that is my proudest moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Having them being able to be comfortable, happy.
When have you felt the most challenged?
At one point in my life, I wasn't so confident in myself. So just the fact that I had people who supported me, who always helped me, like motivated me, gave me, helped me build my confidence. It definitely has been work because I've been in promotions, different promotions to where I don't think like I'm capable of doing it, but like the people that surround me are the ones who are like pushing me to do it and go for it. And yeah, because I've also been scared of failure, and that's the reason why I double think stuff or I double guess myself too. So, but yeah, I would say it definitely has to deal with work. I don't think it ever had to deal with like my personal, like everyday life. It's more work.
Do you have any regrets?
Regrets? No. I don't have no regrets because if it was a mistake, you wouldn't have learned from your mistake if you'd never done it. So you can't regret the mistake. So no, I think everything has been a learning lesson. Everything happens for a reason. And it's up to you to decide what you make out of it.
What relationship advice do you have for my fellow people that are in relationships?
Relationship advice. Communication is the biggest thing. Communication, because if you cannot state what's on your mind to your significant other, no matter what it is, it's gonna be hard for you to get along with that person. Because you're gonna find yourself that you can't be yourself, that you can't say what you want to say, that you can't be open. I would say your significant other has to be kind of like mostly your friend. Like you have to be able to joke around. You have to be able to, you know, have fun and not get butthurt off of some comment.
What do you think about toxic relationships?
That you can't be in them. It's not. My face says it all. No. If you determine yourself to be in a toxic relationship and you still there, I'm sorry, but I'm blaming you.
Yeah.
Because you want to be there.
You're blaming the person in the both of them, or like the girl or the guy?
First of all, I'm going to blame the first person who starts complaining. Okay. Because if you start complaining and you already know what the issue is and you're not willing to solve it, or you know there's no solution to it, you want to find yourself in a toxic relationship. Okay. So I currently do not support any type of toxic relationships and will never. Whenever I see something wrong, I will let you know, but it's up to you whether you fix it or you do not fix it.
Okay.
But it's terrible. They're terrible for your health. They're terrible for your mental state, and they make you do crazy shit.
Have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
No.
Okay.
I've never been in a toxic relationship. No. Okay. Thankfully, Jesus.
Out of your family members, which one are you the most closest to? Don't even answer that because it's me.
Nice try.
It's not me.
Bitch,
you live with me.
So?
It's only me and you here.
Excuse me, let me correct you. You live with me.
No, you live with me.
I don't live with you.
We live with each other.
No. Let me not get deeper into that subject. But she lives with me.
We live together.
Again, I'm not going to get into the
Okay, basically, our parents left and we were just left here in the house. That's it. So we don't live in... We live in... that's it. We live with each other. We were left here, stranded.
I will say, though, that as Denise got older, our relationship started getting stronger. Because at first, when she was little, oh my God, I disliked her. She was an annoying little girl who always wanted to go everywhere I went. She wanted to do everything that I did, and it was so annoying. I did not like it.
To be honest, I got into makeup because of her. I saw her, would do her makeup. And I was I think I was annoying to her because any time that she would go out, my parents would force her to take me oh, si vas a ir, llévate tu hermana, type of thing.
Because she'd be like, I want to go with Ale. And I would be like, no, you cannot go. So then she would go, and then she would tell my mom and dad, and then apparently I would have to take her if I went
I was
somewhere.
A very
She was annoying.
No,
Yes, you were.
I don't know why, when my brother wasn't home, because it was always me. I can honestly tell you that I was closest to my brother growing up.
Yes, she was.
Growing up, it was just me and Gabriel, because she would be, the kind of girl that would be go away, or do something, that oldest sibling type of thing.
And I had already taken care of her my whole childhood, and she still wanted to be around me.
But how is that my fault? You're taking it out on the wrong person. Take it out on your mother. And, I definitely like she said, as we grew, because I like to do boy stuff. I was growing up with my brother, and me and my brother would wrestle. We would play guns. We would do I would do all this stuff. I never did girl stuff with her, and up until I think I want to say maybe high school, my sister would take me, because she would go weekly to the nail salon, and we would go get our nails done. And then when I first bought my makeup and stuff like that. So yeah, as we grew up, I got closer to her. If you were to get some ink.
Never. I'm not a piece of paper to be drawn on.
Next question.
Yes, please.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be? 3
wishes. Be successful in life.
Okay.
And when I mean successful, I mean, I don't want to say find myself a job where I am comfortable, or because I don't even know if, I don't think I have a dream job. I just kind of go with the flow, and try to make the best out of the career position that I'm in. But I would say try to be successful in what I do. Obviously, buy my house. I want to make sure that I am a homeowner. And eventually, I don't know, it will come or maybe not, but be that support to my parents and build a family, I guess. Yeah.
What's the best present you have ever received?
It was those Christmas, the Michael Kors bags that Gabriel got me for Christmas.
The very first time?
Because I had never had, obviously, I'm a college student. I work all the time to pay for college, because mind you, I had to pay for college myself. So that's the reason why I always work so hard. But I never had time to buy myself something nice. So I remember I wanted a purse. And my brother I think he was working at Starbucks at the time. He actually saved up his money. And he ended up buying me my first Michael Kors bag.
Oh, you're so cute. That's your favorite?
Yeah. I want to say that because when he gave it to me, I was so surprised. I did not expect him to give it. And of course, I love, the bag. Obviously back then, Michael Kors was a thing. Not that it's not still, but that was something that like I really wanted. I wanted a nice bag. So he actually got me my first bag.
What celebrity was your first crush?
By far has always been Will Smith.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and the person that could vouch for that is my cousin Marty, who lives in Washington, because we would stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning when we spend the night at my grandparents' house to watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
And Will Smith by far was my first and biggest crush ever.
Okay, so we went ahead and off camera, we finished the rest of her face. We baked her face. We gave her a blowout on her hair. As you guys can see, her hair looks so fabulous. We used the Revlon, the new machine that like blows out your hair with the comb. That works very good. I really recommend it. I did mine, but obviously I do it better on other people, so this is why hers looks magnificent. And we're going to go ahead and apply the crystals on her eyes. We're going to go ahead and do that. In fast forward motions, we're going to apply her lashes. And then...
And side note, the reason why we had to do this was because, again, her camera died.
My camera died, my battery died. Oh! To be using the Fenty Beauty Red Lippy. Now in the last and final step, we are going to apply her lashes. But those whole lashes. You look so good. I freaking love it.
Okay, guys, I really don't wear lashes, so these things look incredibly huge.
So my sister always wears like those simple lashes, and we're
very
like,
simple,
no,
or I don't wear at all.
No, not today.
I have very nice, beautiful, natural lashes.
Like, no, yeah, you do. You really have really nice lashes that you don't even have to wear lashes.
Correct.
But she's never worn lashes like these, and
Never.
I wear them all the time, so I had to pop them on with this look. Now this is the final finished look. We're gonna, as the last part of the video, we're gonna do a zoom out on her, and we're gonna do it in slow-mo so she can look like the bad bitch that she is. And
oh, Lord.
just look at you!
Oh,
You look
goodness.
so great!
I feel like I'm gonna start flying right now with these lashes.
You're not gonna fly. Okay, well, thank you so much for being a part of my Valentine's Day series, my part 2, my beautiful sister. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow her on Instagram. Actually, don't follow her on Instagram. She's taken, sorry. And,
how do you know I just don't want friends?
she's not gonna accept you guys anyway. I'm telling you because she's not gonna accept you. Like,
That's
if
true.
she doesn't know you, she's not gonna accept you. So I'm not even gonna say follow her on Instagram. Just don't follow her on Instagram.
Let me take that quote. You guys follow her.
Follow me on Instagram. Yes, follow me on Instagram. I'm super friendly. I'm not like this one.
I just don't like to accept people I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being a part of my day 2 of my Valentine's Day series. I hope you like the look. Do you like it?
I do. I actually really like it, except I'm not used to the eyelashes, so that's why I feel like I look weird.
And she's not used to this kind of makeup either, because she does simple makeup too. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed being my first time. You're like the newest guest that's ever been on my...
Well, it was an honor.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and do slow-mo. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your bell notification so you guys can get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Say bye.
And comment to make sure she charges her camera before she films. Please comment. Somebody comment, please.
Don't do that. Don't do that.